Hello and welcome to the video, and on this video today I'm going to be going over some of the technical terms you have relating to cryptocurrency, and it's just a kind of a glossary of cryptocurrency. And by the time you go through this video, you're going to be able to learn so much about the cryptocurrency space and learn how to use some of the terms. And in fact, in your interaction with people, you can actually interact with crypto lovers or crypto people and speak their language. So you're going to be getting the basic knowledge about cryptocurrency and some of the terms relating to it. And this is actually for beginners and also for intermediate cryptocurrency traders that maybe do not have some in-depth knowledge about what I'm going to be sharing with you on this video. So I'm going to be going in-depth and explain these things. So make sure you stick to the end of the video so that you don't miss out on any information. And trust me, you're going to learn so much from what I'm going to be sharing with you on this video. So I'm going to be starting to go over this. I'll start with the first one here that I have, which is cryptocurrency to start with. So what is cryptocurrency? I mean, like you've been hearing of cryptocurrency, what is it actually? In a simple terms, it is digital currency or virtual currency that transactions are done based on computer algorithms, and they are decentralized. In other words, they are not being controlled by a central authority, and it uses cryptography. Okay, so in a nutshell, cryptocurrency is simply digital currencies or virtual currencies that transact with encryption, peer-to-peer form of transaction. So one of the very first cryptocurrency you have is Bitcoin, which was founded back in 2009. And then you have other ones, Ethereum, and so many other ones. So that is what cryptocurrency is in a nutshell. Now let's talk about your private key. What's your private key when it comes to cryptocurrency? This has to do with your seed phrase or your PIN. Take it as your PIN to log into your wallet. This should never be shared with anybody. It is your security. Anybody that has access to your private key or your seed phrase can actually access your funds. So you should only share this maybe in event of death or kind of will or something like that. So any platform you find yourself in the crypto space and somebody is asking you for your private key or your seed phrase, that person does not mean well for you. So it should never be shared. So let's take, for example, on my blockchain wallet. So assuming I forgot my password and I'm trying to log in, okay, you're going to see that I can recover my account with my recovery phrase or with my private key. So whenever you create an account, either on blockchain, on any wallet at all, or even on your trust wallet with your mobile phone, they're going to give you a seed phrase. That seed phrase, sometimes it can be 12 characters. Write it down and keep it in a very safe place, because you also need it handy someday that you may not know. And never divulge that to anybody. Now let's talk about public key. Public key is simply your wallet address. See it as your bank account. This is the address that people will use to send you coins or send you cryptocurrency on any blockchain. So for example, if I want to receive ETH from somebody and I come on my wallet here, so this is the address I'm going to send to them. It's just like my account number. So you have these addresses for the different cryptocurrencies, either for your Bitcoin, for your ETH, for your USDT, and for other cryptocurrencies in your wallet. So this is what you can be able to share with somebody. If somebody wants to send you funds, this is what they're going to use to send that fund to you. So that is your wallet address or your public key or private key wallet. Now let's talk about market. What is the cryptocurrency market? So here on coinmarketcap.com, you're going to see thousands of different cryptocurrencies. So here you can see that we have almost 19,000 different cryptos with 521 exchanges, and the market cap is 1.7 trillion. So this shows you the volume and the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so this is just about all you have in the market space. Like Bitcoin is number 1, Ethereum number 2, then you have USDT and so many other ones. So this is just the cryptocurrency market. So either you check it on the coinmarketcap.com or coingecko.com. That would give you an overview of what the market is like. Now let's talk about mining. Mining simply means interconnected computers, okay, used to solve mathematical problems to keep the network secured. Okay, so like Bitcoin mining, you have several hash powers and computers connected all over the world that are solving mathematical problems, and this is a way in order to keep the network secure so that it cannot be hacked. And these people are called miners, and they get paid by the gas fees or the fees or transaction fees you pay each time you are making a transaction. So that is how they get paid. Now let's talk about Bitcoin season and altcoin season. Now you might hear somebody talk about Bitcoin season and somebody talk about altcoin season. Now Bitcoin is the first and the number one cryptocurrency. Every other cryptocurrency is referred to as altcoins. In other words, alternative coins. So this chart helps us to know when we are in Bitcoin season and when we are in altcoin season. So for example, you could see that we're already in Bitcoin season. Now what that simply means is that there is much of interest. Money is flowing into Bitcoin and less is going into altcoin. Usually after a Bitcoin season follows an altcoin season. So this understanding the season that we are actually helps you to know what to be investing on, whether to be keeping your money in Bitcoin or whether to be buying altcoins. So when you go to blockchaincenter.net and you go to the altcoin season index, it's going to help you to know which of the season that we are in, whether we are in Bitcoin season or altcoin season, and that will help you to make your decisions. Now let's talk about blockchain. Blockchain simply means a series of blocks that are being mined to give rise to a cryptocurrency. You have different blockchains, like you have the Solana blockchain, you have the Ethereum blockchain, and the Bitcoin blockchain. So there's different blockchains. Actually, Ethereum blockchain is one of the ones that gave birth to other different blockchains. So these are just blocks being mined in order to give rise to a particular cryptocurrency. That's what blockchain actually means. Let's talk about gas fees. What are gas fees? Like I said before, these are fees that you paid. These are fees you pay to miners to keep the network secured. So, for example, if I'm going to send some funds to my ETH, okay, from another wallet or from this wallet to another wallet, now in the process you're going to see the gas fees I'm going to pay. So sometimes these gas fees can be as high as $10, $20, $50, depending on how busy the network is. So now the trick is that when the network is very busy, the gas fees are usually high. So when it is less busy, the gas fees are lower. So it's better to actually send funds when the network is less busy. But it also depends on how urgently you need that and what the demand and supply is like at that point in time. Now let's talk about smart contracts. Smart contracts are self-executing computer codes that is decentralized, like it carries out its transaction at the back end without a central authority and without monitoring. So it self-executes its own. For example, you have smart contracts addresses. It could be for Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum or other smart contract address. So for example, if I want to buy a coin, let's take for example, I want to buy a coin that is just listed and that coin is called Michael Jordan Inu or whatever, and I found that coin on Nomics. So what I'm going to do is, this is the contract address. I'm going to copy the contract address and come on Uniswap, select the token. So I'm going to paste the address here. Okay, so you can see it just discovers it now. It says Michael Jordan Inu. So I can import the address right now, and this one, it comes up. So that's a simple way I can actually use the smart contract address to buy a particular coin or a particular project. So that's about smart contracts. So when you hear about smart contracts and smart contract address, you just find the contract address. You can use it to buy the coin either on Uniswap, depending if it is Ethereum contract address or on Pancake Swap if it is Binance Smart Chain. Now let's talk about fiat currency. So whenever you hear about fiat currency in cryptocurrency, it simply means your normal physical cash, like your naira, your dollar, or your pounds, or your euro. Okay, so this is your fiat currency, or paper money. That is the fiat currency. Alright, so let's talk about stable coins. What are stable coins? These are equivalent to your fiat currencies, or the cryptocurrencies that are of the same value with your fiat currency. For example, we have USDT, USDC, and BUSD. So you can see they are almost the same value as $1 here. So what most people do is that after they make some gains from buying and selling of other cryptocurrencies, they can store their money with these options, either in USDT, USDC, or BUSD, or any other stable coins. So these stable coins, their prices do not vary actually, so there is less of volatility. So your $10,000 worth of USDT will also remain your 10,000 worth of USDT in 6 months, in 1 year, or forever. So these are unlike when it is stored in other cryptocurrencies that has high volatility rates. Now let's talk about market cap. Probably you've heard about market cap, low market cap, high market cap. What is market cap all about? Like, what is the market cap of a particular cryptocurrency or coin that you have interest? So someone says buy low market cap cryptos, or buy high market cap cryptos. What that simply means is the circulation, okay, times the current price. So if we multiply 38,000 for Bitcoin at this point in time with the circulating supply, that will give you a very huge number. So that means the market cap for Bitcoin is this. So you can see this is what you get for this. Now, for something like Ethereum, is also very high. So when you look at other coins like Shiba Inu here, you can see the price is very, very low, and the circulation supply is actually high, but the market cap is not very high. So this is about $11 million. So this can be actually referred to as a low market cap coin. Okay, so that's how you define market caps. Alright, so now let's talk about volume. When you hear volume, what does it actually mean? It simply means the amount of money that is going in or going out of a particular project. For example, let's look at this project here. So you can see for Avalanche here, this is the volume in the last 24 hours, $808 million. Okay, so it simply means the inflow or the outflow of money into the cryptocurrency, or the interest. It kind of shows you how people are interested in a particular project, okay, or in a particular coin. So that's all about the volume. Now let's talk about volatility. So what's volatility? This simply means the sharp increase or decrease in the price of a given coin or cryptocurrency. Taking a typical example, let me look at this coin here called MetaPay. So you can see in the last 24 hours, this is the volume, or this is the price, 0.00009. That's on the high side, and then low is about 0.0000001. So you can see there's a lot of volatility. In fact, the last time I checked, it was almost like 1,000% return on investment here, but you can see it has dropped down to 382. Now let's look at the chart here. So you can see this very sharp movement here. So these are volatile coins. Okay, now it's just all about the movement of prices, and generally the cryptocurrency market is a very volatile market, so it's very unpredictable. Anything can happen at any point in time. Reason being that there are too many manipulations and there are no regulations right now, so a lot of price hikes can occur within a given point in time. Alright, so let's talk about investing or holding. Okay, HODL. This simply means hold on for dear life. So it's usually holding a particular cryptocurrency in your wallet for a long period of time, let's say 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, depending on that particular cryptocurrency. Probably you have an interest in that particular currency or crypto project, and you have a long-term goal and you believe in the project so much, so that is holding for a long time. Now the opposite of holding is actually trading. Trading simply means buying low and selling high, and sometimes you can even buy high and then sell low. That is when you are not doing it the correct way. So it's usually to buy low and sell high. But how do you know that the time you are buying is not the high and the time you are buying is not the low? That's how trading happens. Now let's talk about technical analysis. Technical analysis simply means looking at the chart to see how things have performed over time. So for example, this is Bitcoin chart against the USDT. So you can see we have the all-time high here, we have the all-time low here. Okay, things are just moving. This is how the chart moves, up, down, up, down. Like now it is down here. Now there is a possibility that this can go up or it can keep going down. So now being able to study the market trend and knowing the history of what happened in the past or what might happen in the future time is technical analysis, using the charts to determine the price of a cryptocurrency. So that takes us to support and resistance. Now what support and resistance simply means is, for example, this can be seen as a resistant level, the level which the price cannot go beyond at that point in time. And then we also have the support level, the price that it cannot go beyond at that point in time on the lower side. If it breaks the support level, it becomes a breakdown, and if it breaks the resistance level, it becomes a breakout. And that also takes us to the next, which is fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is different from technical analysis. When you are doing fundamental analysis, you are looking at the use case of a particular crypto coin. You are looking at the project, you are looking at the team, you're looking at what it stands for, and the things that you hope, looking forward to what the project is going to be in the future time. So those are fundamental analysis. So if a coin has a good use case and it has a great potential, so those are fundamental analysis of that coin. And then we also have market cycle. When we talk about market cycle, we can have the bull cycle, we have the bearish cycle. Okay, now that takes me to the bull market and the bearish market. What the bull market is all about: when people are buying, when people are in the euphoria to buy in the market. Okay, that's a bull market. But when people are selling off, okay, that's a bearish market. And it stems from the two different animals, the bull and the bear. So the bull actually fights with the horns up, okay, whereas the bear also fights down. So that is how the name came about, the bull market and the bearish market. So when the market is in greens, when the market is going up, we say it is bullish. And when we're in the reds, or when there is blood in the street, we say the market is bearish. Now let's talk about retail and institutional investors. So retail investors are just people like you and I, okay? Or it could even be people with large funds or small funds. But when we talk about institutional investors, we're talking about people like banks or companies. For example, PayPal investing into Bitcoin, and Tesla buying into Bitcoin and things like that. So those are institutional investors. So when we have institutional investors coming in a particular cryptocurrency or in a particular project, it gives like a foresight or an insight that that cryptocurrency might do well. Now talking about wallets. Wallets are like your bank account or your bank where you keep your cryptocurrencies. So you could have Trust wallet, you could have your blockchain wallet or any other wallet provider. These are where you keep your funds. For example, on my blockchain, this is my wallet. So inside this wallet, I can have lots of other types of cryptocurrencies. I can have Bitcoin, I can have Bitcoin Cash, I can have Ethereum, and even fund my account with US dollar or British pounds or euro, USDT, or other types of cryptocurrencies. So your wallet is like what houses your cryptocurrencies, and this is usually away from the exchanges. Of course, on the exchange also provides you a sort of wallet, but in that situation they have control over it. But when you have this other type of wallet, it is totally controlled by you. So that takes us to talk about centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Now, an exchange is simply a platform where you can sell or buy cryptocurrencies. Okay. Now, centralized exchanges, you have places like Binance, Coinbase. So here on Binance, you can actually trade different cryptocurrencies. Now, the reason why it is called centralized exchange is because there is a central platform that controls the funds, and these central exchanges sometimes can suffer hacks, and that is why it is not very advisable to always keep your funds with the exchange. Now, we also have decentralized exchange. Now, the difference is that these are self-executing. For example, you have Uniswap. So, for example, on Uniswap, I can easily swap my Ethereum with USDT. So, what I just simply need to do is, from my balance, I can swap some amount to USDT, and if I just click swap, it's going to swap. But this is what I'm going to be charged as network fee. That's why sometimes the network fee can actually be high. And then you have another decentralized exchange like PancakeSwap. So here on PancakeSwap, I can actually connect my MetaMask wallet, and from there I can swap cryptocurrencies from one to the other, especially if they are on BSC, that is to say Binance Smart Chain. Okay, these are just a definition of what the centralized exchange and the decentralized exchange simply are. Now let's look at ICOs and IDOs. ICO means initial coin offering, and IDO means initial DEX offering. Okay, now in the early of 2017, 2018, there were a lot of ICOs. When cryptocurrency was going mainstream, a lot of applications were built on the Ethereum blockchain. So a lot of use cases, tokens, and projects were launching. Real life cases were launching. So there were a lot of ICOs. Initial coin offering means that people can actually invest into the project by buying into the tokens with the speculation that is going to gain value over time. Also, the same concept with IDOs, initial DEX offering. But initial DEX offering is the recent one. And for you to actually have access to some of these coins, it has to be through what we call a launchpad. And then launchpad are like platforms where you can actually buy these IDOs. It simply means buying coins at their early stage before they are listed on centralized exchanges. An example of a launchpad is Adapad. So you see, this is the first deflationary launchpad for the Cardano system. So here you can actually buy this token on different platforms here. You also have another launchpad called Dotpad. So these are different launchpads where you could actually buy these IDOs before they are listed on centralized exchanges. And usually buying early means investing earlier. Sometimes these coins could do 10 times, even 100x of the initial value. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is Metaverse. What is Metaverse? It is simply virtual reality or 3D computer network that people interact in the virtual world, like a 3D computer games that people build avatars. Okay, now this has really paved a lot of waves in recent times in the crypto space. So it's one of the trending categories or aspect of cryptocurrency. When we come on coin market cap here, we're going to see some coins that are in this category. Like we have top Metaverse tokens by market capitalization. We have the Ape coin, which is all trading at around $14. Then we have Decentraland, the Sandbox, and different other cryptocurrencies here. Now, just to show you how lucrative and how trending this particular metaverse is, looking at this coin here called Jade Currency. It is a metaverse coin, and you can see as at the time I'm filming this, it's up by 52% gains in the last 24 hours. So it is sitting at $0.006 dollars, okay, less than a cent. And looking at the return on investment on this particular currency, you can see it's almost by 1000%. So this has done at least 10 times. Like if you invested while this was first listed, or if you bought this during the ICO or IDO, you're going to be at least 10 times your investment. And if you bought into it like 2 years ago when it was all-time low, you're also going to be up by at least 60 times. Okay, now this is how powerful this can be. So that's about metaverse. So it's very trendy and people are really getting interested in it. People are building avatars, building virtual world, buying land, and so many kind of stuff on the metaverse space. And you can see Facebook changing their name from Facebook to Meta and trying to build something in that regard too. So that shows you that there is a lot of interest going in the metaverse. Alright, so let's talk about DeFi. What is DeFi? This is simply decentralized finance. So a lot of interest also goes into DeFi because there are a lot of ways you can earn in the crypto space with DeFi. People stake and people do lending. People invest their money, and maybe they have some crypto that is lying about. They can stake it. Okay, that also takes us to staking. Like I did a detailed video on DeFi, staking, yield farming. You can check out that video following the link above. Like it's going to come up here. You're going to see that video. So staking also is a way of securing the network. Like when we talked about Bitcoin, we talked about proof of work. Here in staking, we have some coins that are proof of stake, like Solana, whereby people secure the network by staking their coins. Then we have yield farming, which is also providing a sort of liquidity. So once you watch that particular video, you're going to gain more information about these three topics that I just talked about here. So make sure to check out that video. And then you also have GameFi, which is playing games in the virtual world. Alright, so let's talk about NFTs. What are NFTs? NFTs are simply non-fungible tokens. NFTs are non-fungible in the sense that unlike Bitcoin can be interchanged for each other, but NFTs are unique on their own. Each of the NFTs or each of the characters are unique. Like you can see these pictures here, they are all unique on their own and they are different. They have different values and they have different representation. So these are just like buying an art, okay? But the difference in this situation is that this art cannot be replicated. It is just one. Anybody that has this particular NFT here is only one. You can only find that particular one in this whole collectibles here. So that is non-fungible token. So it's also getting a lot of massive attention because people are now able to tokenize their artwork, and people can actually create their own NFTs and sell them on platforms like OpenSea or Rarible. Okay, so this is also something that we talk about in the cryptocurrency space. Now, this is how valuable some of these NFTs can actually be. Just a picture like this, okay, is sold for about $23.7 million. You can't believe that. Just these pictures, this one alone here was sold for 7.7 million. This one is 10.2 million. Okay, and these are just pictures. These are just artworks, okay? But the value that's attached to them is based on how it is perceived or how people look at it. Just to own one of these pictures and maybe use it for your profile, or just to showcase that you are the owner of that particular NFT and having this kind of worth attached to it. So that is how NFT actually works. So in my course that I'm actually preparing, I actually went deep dive into NFTs and all these things I talked about. So you might as well want to get that course below. And lastly, let's talk about meme coins. Meme coins are usually coins that may not actually have a use case, but just a thriving community. Example could be the Dogecoin or the Shiba Inu. And because of involvement of persons with authority like Elon Musk, makes it have great value. People begin to go after such kind of meme coins, and usually it has low cap and the price entry is usually small, so you can actually buy it. Someone who is coming into the cryptocurrency space can actually buy a lot of meme coins and feel like, okay, with their $100 they can buy 1 million tokens of a meme coin. It makes them feel like, okay, they have a lot of value for their money. So that is where most newbies actually start out when they are investing into cryptocurrencies. Alright, so I hope you got lots of value from what I just shared with you on this video. And with this, I'm sure that when you talk about cryptocurrencies or when you engage in crypto discussions, you can actually flow and you will have an understanding of what the cryptocurrency market is all about, and you are not going to be lost at again. So guys, if you also want to learn more about cryptocurrency in depth, I actually have a book where I talked about 8 ways to earn in the crypto space. So if you want to get that book, make sure to check out the link in the description of this video and you can get that book for free. If you would like me to hold you by a hand and show you how this crypto space works, then you might want to consider to enroll for my course. There I actually went deep dive showing you the crypto space, going into more details, showing you how to invest and things like that, how to take advantage of the crypto space and make money with it. So you want to also check out the link in the description of this video to enroll for that course. And until I come away next time, thank you for watching this video, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe. Turn on the bell for notification for more of my videos so that you don't miss out epic content like this. Let me know in the comments if you found this valuable, and I'll see you guys in my subsequent videos. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.